During the 1970s, in the small village of Seminole, the Sillimanite family resides. Sachem Sillimanite, the chief of the village. Destiny Sillimanite, Sachem's wife, and Cicada Sillimanite, their son. Not too long ago, in the village of Seminole, communion and trade flourished, and the horrors that did take place were kept behind closed doors. That is until one night, when a shape-shifting alien moon deity who presented himself as a warm and loving sentient moon rose into the sky. The moon, who called himself Mr. Moon, quickly gained the trust of the villagers, offering advice and comfort during their lowest of lows and inspiring them to give up everything in their highest of highs. But could Mr. Moon be trusted? Slowly but surely, the villagers found themselves crawling down the Seminole cave after talking to the moon. They had no pupils. Their speech was slurred and distorted. They were shaky, almost as if they were broken. Mr. Moon turned the village of Seminole into his own tribe-like cult, a fan club of sorts, one that devoted their entire existence to loving Mr. Moon. He made a few mistakes, though. He destroyed Destiny Sillimanite's brain to the point where all she could do was moan and groan, and he forgot a crucial member of the village to ravish. Cicada Sillimanite. Cicada quickly realized what was going on and immediately went into hiding. He found a pair of sunglasses. You would think since the sky is permanently night, he wouldn't need these, right? Wrong. He uses these sunglasses to hide the fact that he does have pupils. He does this for a couple of years, until he is 10 years old, where the events of Mr. Moon, village of Seminole, takes place. Cicada is now 10. He does not speak. He can't, in a way. Cicada can't take the repression of the self much longer. After having lunar soup, he falls asleep and has a nightmare beamed into his brain by Mr. Moon. A part of him knows that it was Mr. Moon doing this to him. So in a fit of anger, he goes to confront Mr. Moon. Mr. Moon realizes the mistake he made and snarkily takes off Cicada's sunglasses. Mr. Moon then tries to attempt to brainwash Cicada, but Cicada narrowly escapes his fate. A spiritual force that affects the environment when people are in despair, known as the Muck, quickly responds, drowning him in viscous goo formed in the environment itself. The Muck forces you to tackle your issues head-on. The Muck sends Cicada to the front of his house, where he waddles in. Sachem sees Cicada's pupils, and he intends on taking Cicada back to Mr. Moon to correct him. But Cicada boldly smacks Sachem's arm and runs off, effectively escaping the village. Mr. Moon intentionally lets Cicada leave, knowing that he'll have horrible nightmares about the agony he's been through his entire life. Cicada finds his way to the village of Solaria, which is in Sunnyside, MI. He is greeted by a Solarian creature known as Lorem Ipsum, who is the mayor of Solaria. Lorem takes Cicada in, ensuring him that he'll have a safe living space from now on. But now, we will find out very soon if that is the case, as a second installment to the Mr. Moon story is upon us. In Mr. Moon's spiraling skulk, Sachem Sillimanite is grieving over the loss of Cicada, as he feels he lost a piece of himself. This disturbs the synergy of Seminole, which gives Mr. Moon the idea to skulk for Cicada, to try to find where he is. Cicada is still tortured by the fragments of his past, so knowing that they're skulking for him will be an intense experience for him. Who knows what will happen? Find out on Friday, February 28th at 8 p.m. CST, when Mr. Moon's Spiraling Skulk premieres on YouTube.